You guys have sort of a limited amount of screen time to sort of create a sense of what he's either sort of running from or sort of coming to terms with. For you guys, was there more material that either you did on camera or off to sort of develop sort of what his family life was like, or to create an impression of it so that we understand what he's sort of thinking about when he's going through his travels?
Well, you know, you create a complete world for yourself. I mean, it's even, you know, it was obviously more helpful that this was a real story, and there's real things to follow, and there's a lot of history and facts to sort of feed upon. There's personal journeys, there's personal experiences, there's actually meeting the real characters. I mean, there's so many aspects of it. There's John Krakauer's book, there's the people that met Chris. I mean, it's such an intricate web of personal stories and history. And then also the imagination that you bring to it, which is the story, which is, you know, making the film, is that, of course, there's so many layers of you know, I think this is here and this is there, and then, you know, what's so great about Sean is that in those small moments that you see, and they're very simple, and they're very, you know, like sort of very perfectly placed, you understand all of that, all of those textures and all of those colors by something as simple as Marcia playing Billy, standing alone in her dining room, not moving. You know, somehow I understood more about Billy through that moment than I had ever understood, actually, from meeting Corinne and having moments where she'd tell me a lot about her mother. That was the moment I was like, wow, okay, I get it, you know? So I think it's just about building a whole sort of infrastructure for you to work within. And also, you know, that's the gift of, you know, Sean Penn as a director, is that being able to, he gives you so much and sort of, you know, pushes you to keep trying things, and sort of gives you so much freedom that you feel all of that, you know?
What she said.
Well, you know, when you guys, when you're in a film like this, what do you take away from sort of the experience of either developing roles like these or just working on an experience like this? And then what do you hope that, say, like the audience would take away from watching?
Well, takeaways for McDonald's, you know, I mean, you don't really talk about, I mean, for me it's hard to sort of say, like, what do you want an audience to take away from? Because it's such a personal journey. It's like, and it's so, like, I watch a film and I'm not even sure what I feel about it sometimes, you know, or sometimes things hit me right off the bat, or I rewatch it 10 years from now, and I see something completely different. And that's what, you know, I think every eternal hope is, that someone can be open enough as an audience member to have a personal journey and be affected by it in their own way, and be able to sort of, you know, personalize things and relate to things and pull from things, you know?
And so, in that case, what did you guys take away from this experience?
But it's the same. I mean, it's the same thing. It's every film you take something different away, and usually it's somewhat private. And I love that takeaways from McDonald's.
Yeah,
I'm going to keep that one.
Yeah.
It's your life is your experience, and you live it, and every day something is added to it every day. So it's not specific to that one. Although I will say, when I saw the film and I saw the boy's incredible journey and I mean, the film as a whole, when I left, I felt very, very yearning for that, to remember what my voice is like, for that quiet place within, and understanding that society, and I love that Eddie Vedder song, with this magnet that sucks us to march to a specific formula and time, and that freedom that the boy gave himself. I mean, freedom, and it's a word that is as expansive as the spelling, you know, with a beginning and a middle and an end, and it's an amazing word. And I feel like, wow, what would it be like to have freedom again? And that's freedom of the soul and of the spirit and of time. And it most likely would absolutely exist in nature, that because there you're unfettered by other people's opinions of who you should be and what you should be. And you know, you'll find me in Yosemite tomorrow.